Hey, I said my money hit different. I can make 1,000 in a minute. If you ain't trading and you tripping, you better get down with the business. I said my money hit different. I can make 1,000 in a minute. If you ain't trading and you tripping, you better get down with the business. It go different day, different fit, different plane, different trips, foreign exchange, catching pips, do or die. You and I are not the same. 235 is all that I had to bring. Yeah, you gotta have a why. It gotta make sense. It gotta make you cry. Think and grow rich, can't spell belief without the lie. If you ain't signing up, I'm cutting ties. Bye. So how you gonna sit here and watch? You tryna invest in stocks. Cause you rather punch in that clock. So how can we meet at the top? Hey, I said my money hit different. I can make 1,000 in a minute. If you ain't trading and you tripping, you better get down with the business. I said my money hit different. I can make 1,000 in a minute. If you ain't trading and you tripping, you better get down with the business. Guapanese the language, I was going through some phases. Know my life needed changes. That's when I started trading. Chunk my boss to deuce. Now my life amazing. You can do it too, but you're lazy. You can catch me in the Caymans. KYD on me. Harmonic scanner busting, lot size increase. No SL, it's all TP. My life be bullish, up is all I see, you dig? So how you gonna sit here and watch? You tryna invest in stocks. Cause you rather punch in that clock. So how can we meet at the top? Hey, I said my money hit different. I can make 1,000 in a minute. If you ain't trading and you tripping, you better get down with the business. I said my money hit different. I can make 1,000 in a minute. If you ain't trading and you tripping, you better get down with the business.
What's up, y'all?
You think this a game? You think we don't trade? It's simple as copy, paste, profit, and you can get paid. The markets don't sleep, so neither should you. Just caught the perfect entry, my phone in the blue, yeah. You think this a game? You think we don't trade? It's simple as copy, paste, profit, and you can get paid. The markets don't sleep, so neither should you. Just caught the perfect entry, my phone in the blue, yeah. Sleep is for the rich, I can finally get some rest. Yeah, I did it for the gang, Trey House diamonds on my neck. Yeah, 250 loading, 750 on the way. Hopped on MetaTrader 4, trying to make 750 in a day. Made my profits for the week, now it's time to spread the word. All my packages elite, help you earn while you learn. Yeah, the market's going up.
What's up, family? We're gonna get started in just about 5 minutes. Y'all already know the routine. Go drop the link in all the groups. Let someone know. Hit them up and just say, where are you? I don't see you on the training, all right?
Take the right vehicle, buckle up. 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 You think this a game? You think we don't trade? It's simple as copy, paste, profit, and you can get paid. The markets don't sleep, so neither should you. Just caught the perfect entry, my phone in the blue, yeah, yeah. You think this a game? You think we don't trade? It's simple as copy, paste, profit, and you could get paid. The markets don't sleep, so neither should you. Just caught the perfect entry, my phone in the blue, yeah, yeah, yeah. When I hit drawback, I never fall back. When that pay Q hit, I'm making it all back. You missing money, you ain't hopped on the call yet. Keep the team on my mind like a ball cap. Run it up, we gon' run it up. Bonus week, bank account get double stub. It's getting harder for them to get close to us until they see us pulling up in Lambo trucks. And we zooming, webinars to be packed, we booming. Guapanese, the language I speak fluent. It's hard to understand how they still clueless. Not joining us is just probably foolish. Don't really care about the trade house rumors. All the lies we impact influence. How many times I gotta show and prove it? Y'all been seeing what the hell I've been doing? You think we don't trade? It's simple as copy, paste, profit, and you could get paid. The markets don't sleep, so neither should you. Just caught the perfect entry, my phone in the blue, yeah, yeah. You think this a game? You think we don't trade? It's simple as copy, paste, profit, and you could get paid. The markets don't sleep, so neither should you. Just caught the perfect entry, my phone in the blue, yeah, yeah, yeah.
What's up, y'all? Okay, how y'all feeling? We're gonna get started in the next 2 minutes, but we gotta get the numbers up on the call. Leaders on the call, everyone on the call, if you got 1 customer, 2 customers, 10 customers, let's go out here and reach out to all of our customers and tell them to hop on the training. We should be able to get at least 50, 60 people on the training, all right? So let's take the next minute and a half. Everyone, share the link and we'll be able to kick this thing off.
I was just thinking about life and how everything's just moving. It's so funny how I came, yeah. They quick to say I changed, yeah. Still let her bring my name up. I told them I would, now they watching me do it. If I see it, I like it, I want it, I buy it, you want it, we got it. Come trade, just try it, yeah. Come trade, just try it, yeah. Honestly, my life amazing. That's why I'm living every day like it's a vacation. Started from the very bottom like we in the basement. Been running ever since my feet hit the pavement. I've been going crazy, yeah. Now you don't gotta like it, but you must respect it. Seeing all my people winning, man, it's such a blessing. My mama never stressing. The feeling so refreshing. Can't expect to take the winning shot playing from them benches. Yeah, you can still catch me in them trenches. Yeah, the way you move be true to your intentions. Yeah, cause being broke is really more expensive. Yeah, if I didn't do it, who else would've did it? Yeah, it's so funny how I came, yeah. They quick to say I changed, yeah. Still let her bring my name up. I told them I would, now they watching me do it. If I see it, I like it, I want it, I buy it, you want it, we got it. Come trade, just try it, yeah. Come trade, just try it, yeah. To connect, I've been consolidating debts. Lately it's no contest, I don't care what I'm up against. Daily I'm cutting checks, make sure you pay me my respect. Hate me just like the rest, I'ma continue to grind and go up, yeah. That's why my neck and my ribs be froze up, yeah. They try to say it's a scam, wait, hold up, yeah. We get so much love every time we show up, yeah. Cause trade house be the game, they know us, yeah. It's so funny how I came, yeah. They quick to say I changed, yeah. Still let her bring my name up. I told them I would, now they watching me do it. If I see it, I like it, I want it, I buy it, you want it, we got it. Come trade, just try it, yeah. Come trade, just try it, yeah.
What's up, family? We're gonna get started in 30 seconds. Get your pen, get your paper. What's up, Lou? Lou, hit me up on Telegram. Let me see your picture. right? I can remember who this is,
Every
but I'm
Friday
glad you're
became a
here.
good month. Every weekday became the weekend. I'm so familiar with the deep end. Travel guide to this squad.
We're going to start in 30 seconds. It's 103. Actually, let's do a minute and a half, 90 seconds. So we can start in at 105, all right? Grab your pens, grab your papers. Today is going to be really special. So I hope you guys are ready to learn so you can secure the bag. While we kick this thing off, everyone go ahead and drop in the chat for me where you're logging on from.
I be catching plays from my phone. This Euro trade bustin', I'm just waking up. I've been making millions from my home. Then money leaves falling, I be there to rake it up. Just swept the industry, now I done set the tone. 100 chairman pop, no, I can't make this up. I've been putting all my people on. Ain't no telling where these profits taking. Sell high, we buy low. Money made in all time zones. Just pulled up to my front gate, and it's still a long drive home. If your mental conceived it, you can achieve it. Nothing more powerful when you believe it. I was never gonna settle for decent. It was my time when it entered my season. That's why I did my mama the reason. Breathe life into your life when you speak. Your garden can only be good as you treat it. Negative energy getting deleted. Positive habits are being repeated. Fruits of my labor, the Garden of Eden.
Okay, we got Freeport in the building. Okay, let's go to this list. We got Freeport in the building. We got San Salvador. Okay, San Salvador. We got White Plains, Maryland. We got Brooklyn, New York, Virginia, Brooklyn, Nassau, Oklahoma, Mississippi. That's what I'm talking about. Shout out to the 242, man.
I've been putting all my people on. Ain't no telling where these profits taking us.
We're going to go ahead and kick this thing off, y'all. Welcome to the call. Welcome to the call. How y'all feeling? Y'all see, we got so many people on the call from so many different places, man. We got the Bahamas. We got the U.S. I'm sure Christian going to hop on in a little bit. He coming in from Nigeria, right? We got Queens. All right, we got Queens representing. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's the power of this type of business, y'all. We're in a digital space where you can have business partners and teammates and customers from all around the world. We got Georgia in the building. Boop, but you sound like you were Bahamian because you saying Badat. That means you know Cindy Patrice Jackson, right? Welcome to the call, y'all. Welcome to the call. We got Alberta, Canada. That's what I'm talking about. All right, we got Canada. Y'all see that? Y'all see the diversity just in this group alone. And this is only a fraction of the team. You know, this is just the people who can hop on at this time, who aren't at work, you know, who aren't tapped into something else right now. But y'all, I want y'all to get really excited, man, about, you know, this opportunity and the fact that you said yes to yourself. Remember, you getting started in this academy, you didn't invest in nobody else except you. So I want y'all to go crazy in the chat right now for yourself, like big up yourself, you know, big up you. Because you made a decision to invest your money. And now today you're making a decision to invest your time, you know, to get some results that you've never had in your life. I always say, in order to get what you've never had, you got to do some stuff you've never done. And a lot of y'all never got started in any programs like this. None of y'all ever, you know, did trade in or did invest in before. Maybe you never joined a network marketing company before. Maybe you've never been a part of a culture or an environment like this before. And I want y'all to be, you know, grateful that the fact that you did something you haven't done before, that means that you're setting yourself up to get something you never had before, right? So if you ain't never had, you know, tens of thousands in your bank account at once, if you never had hundreds of thousands of dollars in your bank account at once, if we never had millions in our bank account, then that means we're setting ourselves up for those things now because we're doing things we've never done before. So shouts out to the whole family, man, for hopping on. For everyone, I know we got a lot of new people on the team. I'm on the call today. My name is Sophia Lightbourne. I'm one of the leaders here in the organization. And I'm super happy and super excited for every single person on this call today, because you don't even know, right? You don't even know that you just made the best decision in your life. Like straight up, I can say that with all confidence. You made the best decision in your life. Because what you got started in this academy, guys, isn't just learning how to trade. It's not just learning how to invest. It's not just cryptocurrency or Forex or none of that. You literally join something that's going to shift your mindset. It's going to shift your thinking. You're going to have a complete 360 in your life in the next 12 to 18 months if you stick around. See, guys, what I want y'all to understand, right, is the key, the secret sauce here, the key to success here is to just be here 12 months from now. That's it. You got to make a decision to still be here, right? And I understand that a lot of y'all on this call ain't going to be here. That's the reality of it. Some of y'all just got started. Some of y'all been here, but some of y'all ain't going to last. You're going to quit. You're going to give up. You're going to get distracted. You're going to say it's too hard. You're going to say you don't have time. You're going to say you don't have the money for the membership, right? I've been here long enough to know that there's going to be a ton of you guys who aren't here 12 months from now. You just got to make a decision today if you're going to be one who stays or one who leaves. And I don't care what happens in your life. And what you'll start to understand as a part of this organization, a part of this family, you're going to start to build relationships with a lot of different people. And we've literally had people go through almost everything in this organization. Losing homes, losing family members, losing jobs, losing cars, right? We've been through it, and some of those people who've been through those things, they're still here. So what does that mean? That means that no matter what your challenge is, no matter what storm you're facing in your life, because you will face them, you got to make a commitment. And what commitment means is that you're going to do what you said you were going to do, even after the feeling has left you. That's the bottom right there, right? Commitment is doing what you said you would do. It means following through, even when you ain't even excited about it no more. Because that's how life is. You ain't going to always be excited. If you're new, you're probably excited right now because this is new to you. But after you get on, you lose a couple trades. If you decide you want to build a business and someone tells you no, they don't want to join you, you're going to see rejection. You're going to be discouraged. Life is going to happen. And it's really easy for you to say, man, I'm bummed that I don't want to do that no more. But that's easy to do. That's what most people will do. Most people will throw in the towel. Most people will quit. And that's why most people struggling financially. It's because we prefer to do what's easy, right, than to do what we need to do. All right? So I know that excuses going to come. But I want y'all to realize something. Excuses only sound good to the person who's making them. Okay? It only sounds good to you. And I want you to know that you can be unsuccessful with legitimate excuses. Write that one down. That's a bar. That shifted my whole thinking. You know, what does that mean? That means excuses, even if they're legitimate, they could keep you away from success. So you got to get out of the habit of making excuses. You either going to make a way or you're going to make an excuse. That's it. And you can either make $1 million or you can make 1 million excuses. It's up to you. All right. So what I want y'all to understand, as you are a part of what we're doing here, we're going to hold you accountable. We're going to challenge your thinking. A lot of what you're going to learn here is that a lot of you, set goals. And if you just got started, your sponsor probably already asked you, why are you doing this? What made you say yes? What made you invest your money, right? What's your reasons why? And we're going to hold you accountable to those goals. And what we're going to do is we're going to make you see that the goals you set for yourself and what you may be doing, they probably don't necessarily line up if you're not getting the results you want. All right. So this is bigger than trading. Okay. Success is 90% mindset, only 10% skill. It's 90% what you think. All right. And I'm going to set some expectations early on in this call, y'all, is that everything requires work. Write that down. Everything requires work. This is not a get rich quick thing. This is not a get rich quick scheme. No, this is a get rich for sure thing. Might not happen quick, but our jobs ain't get rich quick things either. I like to say our jobs are stay broke slow things. Who agrees, right? We be on them jobs 10 years, 5 years, and we still be broke every Friday. Let's just keep it 100. But we keep going back, right? I always tell people, man, a job pays you just enough for food, clothes, and shelter. That's the same thing slaves work for. Food, clothes, and shelter. We just free. They just ain't whipping us no more, right? but we still living the same way. We just could look a little cleaner doing it. So you got to realize that, you got to do something different, right? In order for you to get something different. All right. And the expectation I'm going to set for everyone here on the call is this. I want you to make a commitment today that you're going to be consistent for 90 days. Remember, I told y'all, you need to be here a year from now, but I just want to challenge you first. Just be consistent for 90 of the 12 months. Just be consistent for 90 days. And just be real, y'all. 90 days ain't that much. That's 3 months. January to what? January, February, March, the end of March. That flew by like this, right? 90 days ain't a long time, but we can't be consistent for 90 days and hardly nothing. We start working out, we can't go to the gym for 90 days consistently. We start eating better, we don't do it consistently for 90 days. But that's the reason why a lot of us aren't getting the results that we want in our life, is because we haven't been consistent in nothing for 90 days, ever. We consistently quit every 90 days. I'm just keeping it 100 because I was that same person. I was in the same boat. I had to totally shift my thinking. I had to totally shift my habits. All right. So I want you to make a commitment that, listen, I'm going to give this thing all I got consistently for 90 days. I'm going to commit. I'm going to commit. All right. If you're willing to commit for 90 days, drop, okay, I'm in. Drop I'm in the chat. I see some I'm in coming in. 90 days, y'all, just 90. Just 90 days, that's it. I guarantee if you could be consistent for 90 days, you will be in a totally different financial position in the next 90 days. Promise you. I see the amens coming in. Okay, I see the amens coming in. All right, so let's dive into it, okay? Got a couple questions for y'all, and I want y'all to answer in the chat, okay? Who on the call has been on a live session so far? If you've been on a live session, say me. Have you been on a live session yet? I need to know who we got on the call. Okay, I know we got a mixed group today. We got people who've been there a year, been there 90 days, and who've been there 2 days, right? Okay, I see a lot of people been on live sessions. Awesome. Who's been on one of our Zoom trainings before? If this is not your first training, drop me in the chat. Okay, I love it. I love it. That's what's up. Okay, good. So that means that a lot of y'all are tapped in. Clearly, y'all are in the group chats because you got this message, right? You got the message that we were gonna have this boot camp. So that means that you're probably in the Telegram groups. All right, guys, I want y'all to understand a couple of things, all right? And, take notes on things that hit you. You want to always take notes. Note takers are money makers. And I get it from Tico T. He said, and appliers get their desires, right? So you don't just want to take notes. You don't want to become a professional note taker. You want to apply the notes, all right? But you're going to get a lot on this call today. And I want you to make sure you write down whatever stands out to you, all right? First thing I want everyone on this call to understand is that trading is the universal key to unlock every door. Trading is the universal key to unlock every door. See, I like to keep it real, y'all. I ain't one of them people who's going to sell you a bunch of fluff and talk a bunch of hype. No, I'm going to keep it real. Nobody on this call woke up one day and said, hey, I want to be the master Forex trader in the world, like best. No. Most of y'all ain't even joined the academy because you really wanted to trade Forex. You joined the academy because you wanted the money that Forex can bring you. True or true? Right? True or true? You want the money. You got started in this academy to make money. This is just the vehicle to create that income, right? So I want you to understand that if we're tapping into a market that does $6 trillion a day, $6 trillion a day, and you understand how to extract your percentage out of the market daily, you can create unlimited earning potential that's going to be able to fund whatever your goals and your dreams are. Some of y'all on this call, you want to start businesses. Some of y'all want to start restaurants. Some of you guys are musicians, want to probably start record labels, right? Some of you guys want to start different brands, but you need money. You need cash flow. You need capital. You need cash. And y'all already know the banks aren't friendly to entrepreneurs. it's really tough to go to the bank and get a loan to start a business. They say you be risky. So we got to create capital to be able to fund our goals and our dreams. And trading, y'all, is the avenue. It's the vehicle. But I want y'all to understand something. The reason I'm spending the first 5-10 minutes of this call talking about perspective and mindset is because you cannot get rich in your pockets until you get rich in your mind. You can't. I'll prove it to you. Shout out all my Bahamians on the call. I'm going to use an analogy I'm sure there's a lot of y'all could probably relate to, or y'all will be able to say, Sophie, that's true. You know, sorry to say, but the Bahamas, we're a smuggling community, right? Think about how many drug dealers we had come out of the Bahamas who made millions of dollars. Even who ain't made millions, who made thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars. And most of them broke today. You know why? It ain't the money, they got the money. It's the fact that they made money without growing in their mind, so they blew the money. So if you don't grow, right? If you don't evolve, if you don't shift your thinking when it comes to money, doesn't matter how much money hits your hand, y'all, it ain't gonna stay. And it ain't even how much, it ain't about how much money you make. It's about how much money you can keep and how much money your money can make for you. All my folks on the call from the US, think about how many people hit the lotto. Y'all know they say 85% of lottery winners are broke in 2 years. How is that possible? People who was broke made millions overnight, and then 2 years later, they broke again. Why? Because they didn't shift in their mind. They got the money, but didn't have the mentality, so they lost it. I'll use myself as an example. When I was younger, and like I said, the drug boys was around, right? I know everybody. People used to give you 500, 1,000 off Slack, like it was $100. You go, Pico could tell you he's a DJ, right? You could go to the club and just see the right person and say, man, do something for me. And they're giving you 500, 1,000. And guess what? As quick as I got the money, the same club I probably was in, I leave it in. Spent it, drink it out. Why? Because I didn't have the mentality, right? The mentality. So you got to get your mind right. You got to get rich in your mind before you get rich in your pockets. Or if it goes the opposite way, I promise you, you're not going to keep it. All right? That's point one. Second thing, okay? Second thing, you got to make a decision today to get rid of employee thinking. Now, nothing's wrong with a job. Y'all know that. Nothing is wrong with a job. Your job right now, you got to start to be grateful for it. Why? Because most of y'all, your job is paying your membership. Your job gave you the money to be able to join. Your job is what's putting money in your trading account. So don't bash no job. Be grateful for your job. But you got to put it into perspective. You got to understand here, you've just embarked in entrepreneurship, right? This is a business. This is not a job. So there's some differences that you need to really think about, right? In a job, as an employee, we get instant results. You get paid on Fridays, immediate pay, right? As a job, right? In a job, think about it. You could go to your job. You could start a new job on Monday. Don't know how to do nothing. But next Friday, you're still going to get paid. So you don't even deserve the pay because you ain't even know what to do yet. Just because you signed the dotted line and they hired you, they're going to pay you. So what happens is in jobs, you get overpaid in the beginning because you don't really know what you're doing, but you're getting the check. But what happens in a job is eventually you're going to be able to master your job, do it with your eyes closed. Then you get so good at your job that they start giving you 4 or 5 other people's jobs. And then they stop paying you. They pay you the same thing. Anyone experience that? So in a job, you're overpaid in the beginning, right? And then you end up underpaid for the rest of the time there. You got to wait 1 year, 2 years to get one little 50-cent raise. Who understands? If this is making sense to someone, drop a 7 in the chat. Right? Drop the 7 in the chat. Who's been on a job where they add 2 more job descriptions onto what you got to do, but they don't add no checks? Right? Y'all know that's how it goes. That's what happens in a job. But guess what? Even though we complain and we're upset that we're underpaid and overworked, we stay. You know why? Because it's guaranteed. The check is guaranteed. That's why we stay. Because even though these people is making me sick, I hate my boss. Friday, that check coming. That direct deposit is hidden. But on the flip side, as an entrepreneur, guess what happens? As an entrepreneur, the results are not immediate. You're going to work hard in the beginning with no pay or little pay. But what happens is if you stick and stay, if you stay with it, after a while, you overpaid. You're making way more money than the work that you're actually putting in. So one is instant gratification, the job. Entrepreneurship is delayed gratification. And I can tell y'all, delayed gratification always surpasses instant gratification. Right? It's the same thing with our money or our spending habits. Right? Let's just say you get one loose grand. Someone just come and bless you with 1,000. Right? You get $1,000, free money. Most of us will do instant gratification, which means we're going to buy some stuff. Shoes, clothes, a new TV, right? I don't know what y'all into. Some of y'all might buy some, when David Yerman something, right? Depends on what your vice is. You're going to spend that money. That's instant gratification because you're going to instantly be able to go out and get something to eat. Instantly be able to look good. But delayed gratification means you're going to put that money in your savings account and let that accumulate. Or you're going to put that in a trading account and start investing it. Or you're going to invest in something. Or you just delay the gratification. Guys, I'm telling you, in order to create wealth, we have to fall in love with delayed gratification. We got to be okay with that. We got to be okay with it. We got to get out of this instant mindset because that's what's keeping us broke. All right? Entrepreneur thinking, it's long-term. It's longevity. Okay? An entrepreneur says, you know what? I don't need no one to believe in this trading stuff right now. I believe. 12 months from now, when I stick around 90 days after being consistent, my results can show for itself. I don't need validation from no one else. See, in this business, in this opportunity that you embarked on, I want y'all to understand you are now your own boss. This is not a job. You are your own boss. The hard part, though, about being your own boss when you're used to being an employee is that you got to tell you what to do. And typically, we don't listen to ourselves. If y'all feel me on that, drop some 9s in the chat. Think about that. If your boss telling you what to do, you doing it. Even if you don't agree, even if you don't feel like it, even if you're sick. Some of y'all, some days we got to go to work and it's storming outside. It ain't even safe to leave the house, but we go. But when we're doing something for ourselves and we're telling ourselves to do something, you're like, I ain't feel like doing it. No, man, not today. I don't feel too good today. It's raining outside. I can't trade today because it's raining, right? But if you had to go to work, you was going, right? So you got to tell you what to do. You're your own boss. I want y'all to, at the end of this call this weekend, I want you to put on your CEO hat, your boss hat, your entrepreneur hat. And all of y'all on this, everyone on this call, we are bosses. But the people who get paid like a boss or who do what bosses do. All right. So you got to make a decision today that, listen, if I give myself a command or a task, I got to follow through. Because if your boss gave you a task or a command at your job, you would follow through. And I want everyone who's been here for more than 30 days, I want you to just think about this for a second. If what you do every day in your daily regimen, as far as trading, as far as this business, if you were on a job and you didn't put the effort you put in here at your job, would you still have a job? Most of us would be fired. Let's just keep it real. Because a lot of us, you ducking, you ain't even coming to work some days. You just ain't even showing up. You can't not go to work for 5 days straight and still come back and expect a check. So how do you think you could come to this business or come in this academy, don't do nothing for 5 days and think you're going to get rich? I mean, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. You gotta know that what you put in is what you're gonna get out. We gotta break this something for nothing mentality. And to all my people on the line, this is just we family, so we can have a real conversation like this, right? That's why a lot of y'all, right? I'm just being real. That's why a lot of y'all, before you got started and made the decision to start here, you tried some other things and get swing. Right? I'm just being real. Why? Because we want a something for nothing. We have a something for nothing attitude. You want to get the maximum result with minimal effort. That's usually called scam. Okay? Someone promised you something and you don't have to do nothing, it's a scam. I'm telling you, because anything legitimate is going to require some type of work. Now, it mightn't be hard work like working construction in the hot sun, but there's going to be some effort, some type of investment of time and effort on your part to get a result. If someone's promising you something for nothing, it's a scam. I'm telling you the truth. So let me just put that out here right now. If you are on social media, on Instagram, and you got people in your Instagram inbox, right, who are hitting you up saying they are Bitcoin miners, get them 500, they're going to give you 5,000, it's a scam. Why? Because you don't have to do nothing. It's a scam. Don't do it. There's got to be something required on your behalf in order to get a return. Once you understand that and you raise your level of awareness and accept that fact as truth, you'll never get scammed. Because when someone comes, like, I'll tell you all a quick story today. This ain't even have nothing to do with trading. It's just because of my level of awareness. I got an email today from a friend, someone I know really, really well. Email came through from their actual email address. And it literally said this, happened at 10:30 this morning. It says, hi, do you have an account with Amazon or PayPal? Thanks. So I was driving and I just responded, I said, hey, yes. Then they respond back and said, sounds good. I've been trying to purchase a $200 Amazon gift card by email from Amazon, but it says they're having issues charging my card. I contacted my bank and they told me it would take a couple of days to get it sorted. I intend to buy it for a friend who's having her birthday today. Can you purchase it from your end for me and I'll reimburse you once my bank sorts the issue out? I'm just trying to put a smile on her face in these trying times. Let me know so I can send the address to send it to. Thanks once again. So guys, this person, this is from a friend's email, like literally their real email with their name and everything. But when I read that, red flag immediately because of my level of awareness. So what did I do? First of all, my friend, this particular person never emailed me in life, ever. They would have WhatsApped me, hit me on Facebook, not email. I know them for 20 years and they never sent me an email. So that was the first flag. So what did I do? We normally talk through Facebook. So I went on Facebook, I hit him up. I said, hey, what's going on? He said, everything cool. I said, you emailed me this morning? And he's like, no. He said, one email been going out to my entire email contact list. Someone got my email. I said, okay, cool. I said, because I knew it was in you. I said, I knew you wouldn't email me. So some people though, because your level of awareness you're not aware. Some people might have, like if it wasn't $200 and it was maybe $20, a lot of people would have sent that $20. But I knew, I was like, ain't no way this dude asking me for $200, not him. And he ain't gonna email me, right? But awareness. Guys, the scammers are out here. They're here. They ain't playing. So be aware, okay? Don't fall for something that's too good to be true. It usually is. All right? Cool. All right? Next thing that's going to be important for everyone on the call. Write this down. Is time management. Time management. Who on the call would admit that you probably have a challenge with time management? Like you're bad with, managing your time, scheduling your time. If that's you, drop a 1 in the chat. If time management is not your strong point, drop a 1 in the chat. I see the ones coming in, right? You got jobs, you got family, right? You got other things going on, other extracurricular activities. You got church, right? Time management is an issue for a lot of us. But I want y'all to understand, until you can manage your time, at least schedule your success, you're gonna always have a problem with time management. Because you got to think about it. Every single person in the world has 24 hours in a day. We got 24 hours. Jay-Z got 24 hours. Beyonce got 24 hours. Warren Buffett got 24 hours. Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk. All of us have 24 hours. So how are they able to do so much in their 24 hours? It's because they manage their time. They schedule their life. That's something that I feel like needs to be implemented. I know we got some educators on the call, right? Some teachers. Raquel, Chi-Chi, Jody Altamaray, right? We got some educators on the call. I know you can't really do your own thing when it comes to like curriculums, but as educators, I think that something that needs to be taught to students is how to allocate time for certain things. Because in adulthood, we have no clue how to do it, and then we all over the place. You got to start to figure out how to prioritize tasks in your life if you want to succeed at a high level. What we cannot do to succeed is wing it. What does that mean? You just kind of, whatever happens, happens. No, success is not accidental, it's intentional. So if success is intentional, you got to be intentional with what you do with your time. Okay, is this making sense to someone so far? Right? Is this making sense? So you've got to schedule your success. Okay, you got to schedule, right, when you're gonna dive into the academy. You got to schedule time to learn. And here's another thing, you got to be okay with learning. You got to be okay with being a student. I don't care if you got a master's degree, a PhD, you got to be a student again. You got to be childlike. Okay, you got to be open to learning, and you got to schedule when you're going to learn. So I know that most people on this call, you work full time, you got a family, you got a life. I ain't saying you don't supposed to have a life, but temporarily for a short amount of time, you're going to have to sacrifice some time. You ain't gonna be able to watch the game all the time. You ain't gonna be able to Netflix and chill all the time. You ain't gonna be able to go out and kick it with your boys or your homegirls all the time. Not right now. Why? Because you're focused on a goal so that when you get this money, you can do those things forever with no budget. Yo, that's the thing that got me to really get serious and lock in on my goals. Really, I started this journey almost 5 years ago, or about 5 years ago. And I always tell the story because it's real. No one used to beat it bad like me. I used to party hard for years straight. But I was having a good time, but I had no money. I mean, I had money at the time because, like I said, I was in an era where money was passing through my hands, but I had nothing in the bank. I had nothing saved. I didn't accumulate any assets, nothing. And one day I said, Sophie, you got to buckle down. And I said, you know what? I can cut out all of these things that I'm doing temporarily. So when I hit the road again, I could beat it badder. Okay, is that a word? Right? I could do it on the next level. Right? So what you got to understand is that in order to go up in your life, you're going to have to give up some stuff. It's required. And it's going to be some things that you're doing with your time. You got to schedule time to get in the academy to learn. I ain't saying this thing needs to consume your entire life, but you got to make time for it. A lot of y'all on this call, you've probably been in 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. You're still here because you see the value and you see potential, but you really ain't doing what you need to do because you ain't finding the time. You hoping that, you just get a week off so you could dive in. Y'all, this is real life. It's not going to happen. You got to schedule it. You got to schedule time to learn. And then you got to also schedule the time that you're going to trade. Write that down. That's two important things you got to schedule. You got to schedule time to learn or train, and you've got to schedule time to trade, which is you got to schedule time to make money. We have so many opportunities in this academy to make money that there's no reason everyone on this call shouldn't be profitable. If you're not profitable, it's for two reasons. One, your account ain't funded and you ain't taking no trades. Or two, you're not scheduling time to learn to know how to take the trades. That's it. There's no other reason. We know digital currency works. We know Forex works. We know HFX works. We know it. It's not a question of does it work. Okay? It's not a question of does it work. The question is, are you doing the work required to cash out? Straight up. And if you give yourself 90 days to get the results, you will get them. Shouts out to Critique. I saw Critique made a post yesterday where I think Critique grew her HFX account 30% this week. This week, 30%. That's a third. That's a lot. And she ain't no special. She's not more special than anyone on this call. But what I can say is that she's been putting in the time to learn. And she's on every session. So she's getting the result. Is this making sense to someone? If this is making sense to someone, drop some sevens in the chat. Okay, drop some sevens in the chat. Guys, you got to get educated in order to get results. That's it. Get educated, get results. The more you learn, the more you're going to earn. The people who are making the most money trading are the people who put the most time in the academy. That's it. I'm telling you, that is no secret sauce. That's it. That's literally it. So you got to know that education leads to more money. Write that down. In this academy, this is the only place where you should be hungry and hot up to get in the academy to learn, because it literally equates cash. In school, traditional school, you could be good in geography. That don't mean nothing in the real world, right? You could be good in chemistry, means nothing in your bank account. Y'all do know that most A students work for C students, right? So our traditional system, you can be straight A's, that don't equal success. I know some people who are not the brightest ever, and they making paper. So traditional school does not equal monetary success. But here in this university, in this academy, it does. Education leads to more money. All right. So what does that mean for you guys? Everyone on this call, you need to get plugged into the schedule that we have so you can get the Zoom links to learn. Okay. Yeah, Helen says she's still waiting to use algebra. Exactly. I'm still waiting to use quadratic equations and sine. You don't remember sine, cosine, and what's the other one? Sine, cosine, and so I can't remember. It's useless. Tangent, right? And tangent. What in the world? Y'all can't tell me they wasn't giving us them subjects just to confuse us. Pointless. But we had no class on money, and we need it every day. Who on this call would agree that there's some education reform needed in our school system? Right? Someone I was talking to the other day, they were like, Sophie, I realizing that the same history books. Now, I'm going to tell y'all my age. Do I want to tell y'all? I ain't that old. Some of y'all older than me, so I ain't care. Right? I graduated in 2001. Right? And the same books that I used to use for history class back then, my nieces and nephews using today. Y'all, 20 years past, the history, they ain't upgrade history books yet. We still using Story of the Bahamas, Making of the Bahamas. Y'all remember those books, right? Why? So much has changed, but the history that they're teaching hasn't. Y'all know it's the truth. Why on our standardized tests are they still testing on Arawaks and Caribs and Lucayan Indians? Instead of talking about, you know, like things that's happening in real like politics, or like, it just don't make sense to me. It's almost like the school system is designed to keep us dumb. I don't know. That's just me. So, but to Raquel, don't kill me. Sorry. Okay, Mrs. Albury. Okay, sorry. All right, but it's the truth. Okay, it's the truth. So here's what I want you all to understand. Okay, and then we're gonna dive into some trading stuff. Promise. See, this mindset part is so important because then it makes all the trading stuff make sense. All right, you got to think differently in order to make millions. Okay, write that down. Like, in order to get wealthy, you got to think differently from everyone else. Who's been in this academy for more than 6 months? Let's just say more than 60 days, because the change is quick. Who's been in this academy for more than 60 days and you realize that you're thinking differently from all of your peers now? Like, the conversations y'all used to have, you ain't even entertaining them no more. Like, some friends I have, I almost like, I can't believe we used to hang out every day. Like, this is weird. Like, we are totally different. Because you realize that you cannot think like the masses. And this is no offense, but most of the masses, drop the M, are fill in the blank. Okay? Yes. Okay? Most of the masses are, so you don't want to think like them. You're going to think differently. You've got to think differently to get to a next level of income. It starts with your thought process. You ever watch interviews? And this is something I would recommend everyone start to do. Make it a part of your like personal development regimen, right? Is start watching interviews of successful people. Like, I love to watch, I like to listen to Jay-Z, like interviews, not music interviews, but just business. Like his mindset, I'm like, was he in the academy? Has he been to the convention? Because the things that he talks about, his thinking is totally different from everyone else. Kanye, even though some people think Kanye is crazy, his mindset is next level. Warren Buffett, Elon Musk, Steve Jobs, they think differently. And when you hear them do interviews, you start to realize, like, I'm starting to think like these dudes. So that means I could get their results too. Yes, Les Brown, Eric Thomas, Tony Robbins, right? All of these self-help gurus, it's because it starts with your thought process. Say Tico T. Tico T, let me crack a joke on Tico for all my Bahamians on the call. I remember when Tico like really first got committed to the academy. Because when Tico first came in too, he was kind of dabbling in it. He had his pinky toe in it. He wasn't really in. But when he made the commitment to go all in, he would post, I don't know if you guys follow Tico on Facebook, but he's a clown. So he used to be cracking jokes on Facebook. Like his Facebook was like Comedy Central, right? And then what ended up happening, when he started to really shift his thinking, his posts changed. He started posting different things. And I literally said, I literally saw someone in the comments who used to be engaging in all his post under one of his posts and say, who this Tico T is, man? Where the jokey Tico is? And it was so funny to me because it's like, wow, he's growing, he's evolving, and they don't want to see him grow because he's talking sense now. They want him to talk another S word, right? So I want y'all to understand that in this journey, in this process, a lot of people that you kick it with now, they're not going to understand. They're not going to grow at the same rate as you because they're not here. That's why it's so important for you to really share the information and get them to be a part of this, because now what you're going to end up happening is you either going to help your friends to change or you're going to end up changing friends. It's just real. That's a saying I have. Either you change your friends or you change your friends. Either it's going to happen. It's bound to happen. And it's going to happen naturally. And it don't mean that you don't love them. It means we just can't kick it right now because people are either helping you to grow or they're killing you. And at this rate in my life, I can't have no one around me who's killing me. I got to shake you for a little while. I'll come back and put my hand down and help bring you up. But I can't allow you to drown me. Does this make sense? So you got to start thinking differently. And you got to understand that it's okay if you start to lose friends in this journey. You have a lot of our friends are content with their lives, even though they broke. I'm just keeping it real. A lot of our friends are content being broke. Why? Because broke is the new normal. Everyone broke, so it's normal. But you've made a decision that you don't want to be broke. So you're making a decision to do something different, and they're not going to understand. And there's going to be a couple phases you're going to go through. Write these down, because I like to set expectations so when it happens to you, you don't feel like it's special to you and your friends. It's happened to us all in this journey. When you first start to grow and you start to change, after you've made this decision to go to your goals, the first thing people are going to do is they're going to ridicule you. They're going to clown on you. They're going to laugh at you, right? They're going to tell you it don't make sense. This stupid. You think you're going to get rich? Eh? Ha, ha, ha. They're going to clown. That's the first step. They're going to ridicule you, right? Then but in this whole journey, you got to keep going. You can't quit. When people start clowning on you, you can't get in your feelings and quit. You got to keep going. You got to keep pushing. After they start ridiculing you and you stick and stay and you remain consistent, the next thing they're going to do, right, is they're going to friend you. They're going to be curious. They're going to be inquisitive. Now they stop clowning because they see that didn't work. Now they're going to start asking you a ton of questions and they're going to be skeptical. So they curious, but skeptical. That's the nosy phase, right? They just want to know exactly how much you making. You just get paid for real. People really making money in that thing, right? That's the second phase. They're going to start to be nosy, but skeptical. You keep going, right? You keep pushing on. You aren't watching them. You ignoring them. Keep going. The next thing they're going to do is they're going to start saying, I know you could do it. I know you was going to kill Latino. I know you was going to be good at trading. I know you was always good in school with Martin Ding. I know this was gonna work out for you, right? That's the third phase. You know, they're gonna start to celebrate you with you. They're gonna start to celebrate you directly. The fourth stage, y'all, is when they start to tell everyone around that they know you. They're like, but hey, I know him, you know. I know Sean. She been doing that trading. I remember when she first started, I tell her she was gonna kill her. I tell her to stick with that. I tell her that I was gonna get her rich. Yeah, man, that's my girl. We used to go to school a long time. Right? These same people who clown on you, you know. But you just gotta understand that these are the phases. The challenge is, though, most of you guys gonna give up in phase one. When they start clowning on you, you gonna say, I ain't doing it, man. Maybe it don't work for real. Maybe I ain't gonna, maybe this is a waste of my time for true. Maybe I can never get this. Right? That's what happens. Most people quit in phase one. So you never get to experience the other phases. But I'm telling you, the people who stay, everyone experiences phase four. Everyone. But you just got to push through the beginning. All right? Remember that, y'all. The beginning, the start of this thing is always the hardest part. All right? Last thing, then we dive into our trading plan. Last thing. If this is good so far, you getting some value so far, drop some 8s in the chat. Cool, cool. I see some 8s coming through. That's what I'm talking about. Awesome. Right? I want everyone to write these things on your sheet of paper because this is what's going to keep you going. All right? I need everyone who's on this call. I need everyone to reject all ideas of poverty, reject all ideas of struggle, reject all ideas of pain, reject everything to do with being broke. Today, I want you to reject it. I want every time you start to have conversations or thoughts about struggle, about broke, about poverty, you need to just cancel it. I need you to reject. I need you to not allow any of those things, anything to do with those things I just said, to enter your ear gates or your eye gates. And I definitely never want you to speak it out your mouth. I want today to be the last time you say I'm broke. Because what you speak, you manifest, you create. Even if you're joking, right? Critique could tell you, so I always say, something killing me. And she'll say, Sophie, no, it's not. I'd be like, you know what, that's true. Stop it. It's habit. It's habits. We've been saying these things so long, our whole life, that we got to now shift the habit. No more I'm broke. No more I pop down. No more ain't nothing going on. I tell it all the time when people say, Sophie, what's happening? What's up? Everything. My income, life. Before, when people used to ask me what's up, I used to say, ain't nothing, man. If someone asks you what's up and you say nothing, guess what? Nothing gonna be up in your life. So now, Sophie, what's going on? What's happening every day? Blessed, better than amazing. Because I got to speak that. And you know what happens? Y'all know what happens? When you react to people that way, they say, she on. Now you have two types of people. Some people, they're going to be kind of like, gee, things must be really good for her. And then you have the haters who will say, oh, shoot, she thinks she's better than someone else. Who cares? I don't. Okay, who cares? You got to control what goes out, comes out of your mouth, and then you got to control your eye gates and your air gates. So that means if you are around people who are constantly speaking that they broke, you got to get from around them. You got to get from around them. Temporarily, y'all, and most of the time, it's going to be your family. I'm just keeping it real. I'm just keeping it real. It's going to be your family and your closest friends. Sometimes it's going to be your significant other. Now, if you're married to them, you can't just leave, okay? All right? But I'm just keeping it real. You're going to have to kind of put your AirPods in or something and go in the next room. And while they're talking whatever negative they're talking, you don't even hear, you're listening to something else. It's going to be required for your sanity on this journey. Okay? You got to reject all ideas of poverty and lack. All right? Now, if you're going to reject those things, there's some things you got to accept. Okay? You got to accept ideas of wealth, of winning, getting rich, of freedom. Right? So you rejecting everything negative, but I need you to start accepting everything positive into your life. I need you to start knowing it's okay to want wealth. Society has made us conform and think that wanting to be successful, you're a bad person. Y'all know that, right? Y'all know that when you start talking about getting millions, people start saying, money ain't everything. Why are you talking about money? I guarantee you they ain't got no money. Okay, now money isn't everything. And here, if you're a part of what we got, we always say we keep God at the center and our hearts on people. But God never said he created his people to be broke, ever. He actually said very early in the Bible, like in scripture, that he put us here to dominate earth. That means we're supposed to have everything. We're supposed to live abundantly. But society has made us feel like we're supposed to have hardly anything. So you got to shift that thinking. You got to shift that, what we call a paradigm. You can, but you got to shift that way of thinking. You got to accept ideas of wealth and winning and abundance and freedom. Okay? Cool? Y'all got that? If y'all ready for us to move on now, if y'all ready for us to move into the platform, you know, to show you how we're going to make you profitable ASAP, I need y'all to drop some 9s in the chat. Okay? I need you to drop some 9s in the chat. There we go. There we go. Okay, so let's dive into it. Okay? Let's dive into it. Now, y'all know I'm the type of teacher. I don't really like PowerPoints and stuff. So hopefully y'all could just understand, right? I'm writing too much notes, but I think I'm talking slowly enough for y'all to be able to, you know, write some notes, right? So as far as this academy, this is Money University, okay? This is the academy that's going to teach you the skill set to become financially free through the financial markets. Now, there's some basics, okay? This doesn't have to be complicated at all. Write this down and circle it on your notes. Trading is not hard, it's just new. Okay? Trading is not hard, it's just new. So just like anything you did for the first time, it seemed hard at the beginning. Y'all remember when y'all couldn't drive? And your first time you tried to reverse? It's like this, I never know how to reverse. Some of y'all still don't know how to reverse. Right? Or the first time you tried to parallel park, you were like, how do you do this? How you get the hip in and then you turn it, right? You're like, how? I can't never get this. Anything that's new, guys, is hard at the start. Okay? Everything that's new seems hard. Same thing here. Okay? It's going to seem hard because it's like a foreign language to you right now. But anything you do over and over and over, this is why you need 90 days of consistency. It's going to become a piece of cake. Okay? So here's what you want to do to be able to really maximize your experience here in the academy. Okay? Here's what you want to do. The first thing you need to do, okay, is get educated. Get on the academy, get on the trainings. Once you're educated, step 2 is you got to get results. Okay? Get results. So I know the question is, okay, Sophie, how do I get results? Now, there's a specific type of result I want everyone to focus on getting. Write this down and I'm going to make it make sense to you. Duplicatable results. Okay? You want to get duplicatable results. And I'm going to break this down really simply. Okay? When you start getting results, or how do you get duplicatable results? First of all, what is duplicatable results? Duplicatable results are results, okay? They are results that you understand how you got them and you can show someone else. Okay? Just write that down. It's a result. You understand what you did to get it and you can show someone else. The easiest way to get duplicatable results in our platform, guys, is to use the products. Use the products that's coming with your membership. It's what you're paying for. Okay? It's what you are paying for. So what are some duplicatable results? Go live sessions. Okay? Who on the call said they've been on a go live already? Drop a 1. Drop a 2 if you haven't been on a go live. So 1s if you've been on 1, 2 if you haven't been on 1. Okay, Christina, you just started last night. So Donea, you just started like 48 hours ago. Okay, cool. So our newbies haven't been on one yet. Tyrone, okay. We're going to get you on a go live tomorrow night though. Okay, so be ready. So go live. Who would agree? Everyone who's been on a go live session, who would agree? Okay, first of all, if you've been on a go live session and you've ever cleared a trade before, drop a 3 in the chat. So that means you've been on one of the sessions and you've actually made money. Drop a 3. Look at that, y'all. 3. Okay, 3s. All my newbies, Christina, Doneo, I think it was a Tyrone. Y'all see how much people making money on the go live sessions, right? Now, all my people who dropped a 3 in the chat because you made money on a go live session, do you think someone else can do whatever it is you did to get that result? I see hell yeah. I see absolutely, of course. Yes, right? So guys, what that means is that by getting on a go live session, you know how you made the money. How? I got on go live. Can you show someone else how to get on go live? Absolutely. So if you can show someone how to get on go live, that means you can show someone how to make money. True or true? This ain't rocket science, guys. Your job here is not to teach no one how to trade. That's what that's what you're paying $175 a month for. You're not the teacher. You're just here to use the products to secure the buy. Now, as you get on sessions, you're gonna learn by default, right? You ain't gonna get on sessions for 90 days straight and don't learn nothing, okay? But I want y'all to understand that duplicatable results is the key, because now you can show someone else how to get paid as well and how to get profits ASAP, all right? The great thing about our go live sessions, y'all, especially for my HFX folks, which is like 99% of y'all on the call, right? With HFX, you can get started right now at 2 o'clock. You can fund your account by 2:30, and you can get on a go live session at 5 o'clock and make money. Who agrees? That means that you can show someone this platform and they can make money the same day and don't have to know how to do nothing. You just showed them how to get a duplicatable result. And guess what they can do? Who do you know who can do what you just did? They're going to say, I know a lot of people. Now, this is how you're able to share the information. Does that make sense? But the key is you want to get a duplicatable result using the products. This is important because now you're getting value from what you're paying for. Guys, the biggest mistake you can make here, and I'm just keeping it real with y'all, the biggest mistake you can make here is trying to learn everything before you start trading. I did that in the beginning when I got started here. Because y'all, when I got started, shout out to Mr. Justin Owens, best mentor in the world. But when I got started in IM, Justin ain't show me nothing about trading. I didn't even know what Go Live was. I didn't even know I was supposed to get on it. I was in the academy like 6 months before I even knew that there was a thing where I could trade with educators and they tell me what to do. For the first 6 months, all I was doing was losing money because I was trying to learn and do it on my own. I had no idea. I was trying to get on sessions and then I'm marking up my charts and losing for months, right? So what I really wish I had known is that there was products that would have made me money from the beginning, right? So you got to make sure that you're getting value for what you're paying for. See, that's the reason why a lot of people who are outside, or even some of you guys who may have took a while to get started here in the academy, it's because you don't understand what you're paying for. You're like, why I have to pay $175 a month? Like, why, if I learn how to trade, I got to keep paying the money? Like, I don't, what that for? Who's had someone say that, or who themselves said that, right? The reason why you don't understand why you got to keep paying is because you ain't making no money from the product. So you don't, it's useless to you. But if you know that Go Live sessions pay you every day, and $175 a month is to continuously give you access to those Go Lives to get you paid, will you have a problem paying your monthly? No, because now you know that the results come from the products. Okay? You don't want to get your people, and if you got customers, if you're on the call and you brought someone into this business, you want your customers immediately on Go Live using the products to get results. You don't want people to start learning how to use Cash Trap from day one. Here's why. Because then they're going to think they don't need the products no more. Okay, guys, it's 2 o'clock, right? And y'all know we usually have a 2 p.m. call, but we're on this call. So I'm going to drop, Pam, drop it in the main chat. If you've got guests hopping on, if you had guests you invited to a 2 p.m. presentation, Pam's going to be doing it on another link, just so it doesn't cut off our chain.
She already sent it out while you're putting on here.
Good stuff. Appreciate you. Okay. You see that DL helps you make coins. You want to make sure that you're using the products, because remember this, write this down, y'all. This is key. People don't do what you say. They do what you do. People don't do what you say. They do what you do. So if you bring people into this academy and you're not hopping on Go Live, I promise you they're not either. You can't just say, go on, Go Live. They're going to be like, you on? Right? So you have to remember, people don't do what you say, they do what you do. So you got to be the example. You're the leader. You're the one that brought them in. Y'all gonna realize you never hear me use a word in this. If you, and we're gonna talk about building the business tomorrow, right? But you'll never hear me say recruit. We don't recruit in this business. We sponsor. It's a big difference. Okay? We don't recruit, we sponsor. Recruiting means it's like the army. They recruiting everybody they could get in and sending them to die, right? When we sponsor, right? Anyone we bring into this business is our moral obligation to hold their hand and help them see results. It's a big difference. Okay? We don't recruit, we sponsor. I need y'all to understand that. It's a big difference. All right? Like Tico said in the comments, this isn't a business that we get people in. This is something we let people in. Y'all, the way I treat this business, the way I treat this opportunity, this tribe, this family is like, y'all literally family to me. So I ain't gonna let someone from the outside who could come and be a cancer in here. You can't, you don't pass, you don't qualify. And I need you all to start feeling that way when you're out here looking for people to sponsor into this business. Is if you had a $10 million business, would you hire that person? And if the answer is no, why are you trying to bring them in? Let's just keep it real. Okay? Because I treat this like this is a multi-million-dollar business, because it will make me millions of dollars, and a lot of y'all do. So when I'm out here looking and prospecting people, I'm prospecting the type of people I want in my empire, not someone who can come in here to destruct and destroy and bring bad vibes, and I ain't for that. So you got to think about that as you're out here building this business. You got to treat this the way you expect this to pay you. Stop treating this like this little internet thing, this little thing. Stop saying your little business. It's going to stay little if you're calling it that. Remember, it's about what you speak. This is my multi-million-dollar empire. That's what comes out of my mouth. This is going to pay me more than anything else in my life. I know that. It's paying me more than anything else I ever did in my life. So I got to speak it and treat it that way. Okay? Does that make sense? You don't want everyone in your business, y'all. Remember this. And this, I'll talk about this more tomorrow on the building training. If people are a headache to get them, y'all know some of those people you prospecting and they're a headache to try to get them to sign up. Anyone had any of them? Like people who just a headache to even get them to join. They stressing you out. Trust me, they're going to be even more of a headache when you're trying to get them on a live session, when you're trying to get them to trade. Guys, who they are on the outside is who they're going to be on the inside too. Please remember that. So if someone is a pain before they get started, leave them alone, please. Some people you got to be like, thank God they didn't sign up. Right? All right. So just know that. All right. I digress. Let me get back on track. So what you want to do, guys, is you want to make sure that you're using the products. Your Go Live is where you're going to make your money. Okay. If you're on FRX, okay, most of you guys are on HFX. So the products you want to focus on is Go Live, which is included in everyone's membership, and then Cash Trap. Cash Trap, I think, is going to be the best HFX product out here. It pays. It's a $22 add-on to your membership, but y'all, it's going to make you so much money. So HFX, it's Go Live and Cash Trap. If you're in FRX, the harmonic scanner and Gold Cup. Okay. If you're in DCX, which is the Cryptocurrency Academy, swipe coin. Those are the products you want to use. They're going to make you money. Okay, they're going to make you money. So if you know that those are the products that you need to focus on, guys, you got to make sure you get educated to know how they work. Does that make sense? Everyone on this call needs to be getting on Go Live every day, at least 4 days out of the week. I'm not saying you got to trade 5 days out of the week, but y'all at least trade 4, minimum 3. Okay, minimum 3 days a week on Go Live. Pick an educator that you like and get on their sessions every day. Be consistent. I promise you, if you get on their sessions every day consistently, you will end the week profitable. Some sessions will be maybe losing sessions, but if you are consistent, you will end profitable. I want y'all to understand that that's key. See, sometimes if you're not consistent, let me tell y'all what happens. And if you can agree, drop some 9s in the chat if this has happened to you before. If you're not consistent, and let's just say well, the markets are closed now, but let's just say, hypothetically, tonight you would have hopped on DL session. You get on his session, he losing, you lost. You hop on his session next week, Thursday, he lose. Then you wait another week and then you hop on Wednesday and he lose. You feel like he always losing. But I guarantee if you had gone on every session that week, you would have made up some of the losses. Your lack of consistency is making you not profitable. You got to be consistent. You got to be consistent. I'm telling y'all, I know what it's like. I did that for a long time. Before HFX, when it was Forex, I would take signal after signal. It would lose. And then I wouldn't take signals because I'm like, they losing. Then the one signal I don't take, everyone made money. And I'm like, what in the world? But because I was lack of consistency, it was my fault. Okay, it was my fault. So you have to be consistent. Okay, you've got to be consistent to see the results that you desire. All right. Here's another thing. Basics for all of us. If you want, write this down. This is key. In your live account, okay, in your live trading account, which is your real money, only take trades from the educators, from Go Live, or from the Signals group if you're trading Forex or crypto. Okay, in your real account, only take trades from Go Live or from the Signals group. Now, if you've already been developing your skill, you already know how to use cash trap and these things, sure. Okay, you know how to use the products, use the products. So let's alter that. No, I won't. In your live account, only trade on Go Live with the educators and take signals from the Signals group. In your demo account, practice with the products. So in your demo account right now, guys, learn cash trap. Don't try in your real account. You don't need to figure out with your money. Figure out with fake money. After you've gone like 10 trades, 10 and 0, you can say, okay, I can go live. But don't try to get your ratio up with your live account. Okay? Trade live with educators. Practice the products in your demo. Okay? Trade live with the educators. Practice the products with your demo account. Okay? So that's the first thing. That's just one tip. I don't know what number I'm on. The next thing is everyone needs to fund up. Okay, fund up. Fund up. What does fund up mean? You need to fund your trading account immediately with at least $50. Okay, fund your account immediately with at least $50. You know why? Because if you don't have no money in your trading account, you can be trading demo and it ain't real if it's demo. You want to see results for real, right? So you got to fund up your account. Okay, you got to fund up. Everyone needs to fund up. Go lives ain't only so fun in demo. It's much better when you see that you clear and it's money in your account for real. Okay, you got to fund up, right? Here's what else you need to do. You got to get on the trainings daily. We have a training schedule for the team. We have trainings 1 and 9 o'clock every day except Sunday, and Saturday and Sunday. Okay, weekdays 1 and 9 p.m. We have trainings. Get on the trainings every day. You need the trainings until the trainings need you. Get on the trainings. Repetition is the mother of all learning. Yeah, you're gonna hear the same stuff over and over. So what? Now you're gonna be really good at it. And then I'm gonna be like, can you do the training? You need the trainings until the trainings need you. Okay, so get on the trainings daily. Always use proper risk management. See, look at the chat. Christian, shouts out to Christian. I told you all our Nigerian teammate was gonna hop on. Christian, what time is it in Nigeria? Because I know it ain't 2:12 in the afternoon. It's probably like 2 in the morning. What time is it there?
7:15
PM?
Yes.
Okay, so not too late. This is good time for you then. Awesome. All right. So you want to use proper risk management always. If you don't know what proper risk management is, get on the trainings. Okay, get on the trainings. Okay, here's some things to avoid. We got a couple more things, and then we're gonna dive into trading plan, and y'all gonna love it. Okay, for the last half hour. You want to avoid greediness. Who's guilty? Who's guilty? Put a little monkey face in the emoji. Who's guilty of being greedy? Right? Avoid greediness. Okay, avoid greediness. Avoid over leveraging. Okay, avoid over leveraging, which means not using proper risk management. Right? You know you're supposed to be going in for $5 a trade, but you freaking out and doing 50. Don't do that. Okay, you're trying to hit a big lick quick. Easiest way to lose. Okay, avoid over leveraging. Here's a hard one for most of you guys. Avoid over trading. Some of y'all like, what does that mean? What is over trading? Here's what that is. The markets is open 24/7. So some of y'all be in front of your computer glued all day, trading all day. You ain't even bid. You just trading. Right? Right? You don't want to stick to the computer all day. You want to set your goal. Okay, if it's 8%, if it's 5%, whatever your goal is, and when you hit the goal, close the computer. Go enjoy your life. Go tell someone about what you did. Stop just trading all day. Because if you overtrade, what ends up happening is you may win and be profitable, but because you didn't walk away, you lose everything you want. Who's experienced that? I have. Helen, I'm not gonna lie, with Forex, I swear I'll wake up in the middle and just check my method to the phone, like I losing or I winning. And if I lose, you better believe it ruined my sleep. Okay, so you don't want to overtrade. Okay, and here's the last one, and that's what's gonna lead us into our last segment for the day. Okay, is you never want to trade. You want to avoid trading without a plan. Avoid trading without a trading plan. Okay, that was my biggest problem. First of all four of those were my problems. I was greedy, over leveraging, over trading, and I had no plan. So I was just trading. So basically, guys, if you don't avoid those four things, you know what you're doing? You're basically trading until you lose or blow your account. You're trading until you blow your account because you have no plan. You have no exit strategy. You don't know when to walk away. So you never do. And the market's always going to take your money. Okay? Cool? Guys, all profit is good profit, no matter how small. All profit is good profit, no matter how small. So I want y'all to stop feeling like when you make $2 in a trade, that you will make no money, or that's not worth celebrating. You make $5 in a trade and you like, man, I ain't making no money, because some people making 105. Guys, I don't care. All profits are good profits, because it's not about how much money you made, it's how you made the money, right? I want you all to always start doing this. I want you to always start putting, right? I want you to always start putting your profits into perspective. Okay, what does that mean? Think about it. You make $5, right, in a trade on an HFX session, right? You make $5, and you like, man, I need to over leverage because I need to make $50. I need to make $30, right? You make $5 in a trade. Y'all, I want you to understand, a lot of people make $5 an hour. You just made $5 in 3 minutes. It's perspective. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? You know, you make $2 in 2 minutes on a trade, right? You take 10 trades, you just made $20, right? In 20 minutes. Most people don't make $20 in an hour. It's perspective. So I need you to celebrate your $2 and your $3 and your $5 like it was 50 bands. Because eventually, if you celebrate the little, you'll be able to celebrate a lot. I always say, y'all, gratitude is a serious thing, right? If you don't show gratitude for the little, you'll never be blessed with plenty. Because God wants to see if you're going to be grateful for the little $2. If you're grateful for $2, why he can give you 20 or 200 or 2 bands? Right? Don't overthink the small things. Okay? Don't overthink the small things. And this is something else into perspective. If you start to, use that perspective when you're thinking about your trading results, guess what it's going to do? It's going to help you when you're talking to prospects who trying to belittle your profits. You all know them friends who like, you trading live in front of them or you telling them about it. And they're like, how much you make? You're like, I just make $5. Hey, but you think $5? I ain't signing up for that to make no $5. Right? You ask them, how much do you make at work? I make $8 an hour. Yeah, but I just make $8 in 3 minutes. You can't talk to me. We're not the same. You have to have that posture in your business. Right? Siobhan said half of them ain't even got no job. Right? Helen, I love it. Yo, I'm going to take a second to celebrate Helen. Yo, Helen has been in maybe just about 40 days now. She made $24 in 3 minutes yesterday, and you feel like you accomplished something. $24 in 3 minutes? Y'all know what kind of degree you need to have to make $24 an hour? And you in Nassau, Helen, let me think of who making $24 an hour in Nassau. Like, let's think about it. Maybe a manager at Bahamas or something might be making that. Let's just keep it real. Right? Monisha said that's her salary, and Monisha working in the medical field. Right? Jenny says she here making $7 an hour, 24 in 3 minutes. Right? So think about it, y'all. It's perspective. See, when you put it into perspective, now you're more grateful for what you are making. And guys, that's $24 in 3 minutes. I'm telling y'all by the next trainer, she's gonna be like, guys, I made $48 in 3 minutes. It's gonna happen over time. Okay? And know that and be proud with that. Because now you can say you're making more in minutes than most people make per hour. And you're doing it from home. From your cell phone. Who could say anything to you? Y'all, don't let people who are not on track throw you off track. That's something to remember. A lot of times, the people who have the most to say about us ain't got nothing going on in their life. So why do we allow them to have so much power and authority over how we feel? You don't need validation from no one else. We on this training now. It's like it's 75 people on this training today. You got our validation. We all on this journey together. People outside who have no clue, don't let their opinion matter. In order for something to be valuable, guys, it has to be rare. Write that down. In order for something to be valuable, it has to be rare. That's the reason why diamonds and gold is valuable, because it's rare. Everyone has an opinion. It's not rare. It has no value. Who cares? You got to stop caring. See, when doubt sets in, doubt only settles in when you start looking for validation. Y'all know that? Doubt sets in when you start looking for validation from outside sources. That's the only time when you start to doubt this. Because if you start to just stay in this tribe, in this environment, doubt can't settle in, because we ain't going to allow doubt to settle in, because we celebrate you all the time. We're plugging you into something else. We're talking about shifting your mindset. Doubt settles in when you start seeking validation for people on the outside. They don't know. They have no clue. Okay? Cool? This makes sense? If y'all got value so far for the first hour and a half, drop some sevens for me. Drop some sevens for me in the chat. Awesome. Okay. Now we're going to move on to my favorite part. Okay. And I took my time, y'all, and I prepared something for y'all for this. Okay. Let me bring it up real quick. This part, you want to go to your notes and write trading plan. Okay. This is a trading plan. We're going to create a trading plan for you. Okay. we're going to create a trading plan. And remember, one of our things to avoid, right, is you want to avoid trading without a plan. Okay, you want to avoid trading without a plan. Let me just open up all my documents right here. So if one of the things to avoid is trading without a plan, and you were sitting there like, Sophie, what in the world is a trading plan? That means you've been trading without one all this time. The great thing is, we're going to fix that right now. Okay? We're going to fix that right now. Trading plan. Where is it at? Trading plan. Boom. Okay. Good stuff. Here we go. All right. Cool. So with trading, with our trading plan, guys, okay? This live was loud and home center as I walk around. Someone around you said, what that is you talking about? What you listening to? You're like, get on the call at 8 o'clock tonight. Okay, so here we go. Here's a trading plan. Okay, I'm gonna bring this up for y'all. And we'll do, let's see. I'm gonna bring some, let me share my screen. All right, so let's talk about it. All right, let's talk about it. I'm gonna break down a spreadsheet for you guys in a second, right? But I want everyone, when we're talking about a trading plan, what I need you to think about, right, is I want you all to pick a bill, drop in the chat the bill you hate paying the most every month. Everyone drop in the chat the bill you hate paying the most. Someone said everything. Okay, Aaron is Verizon, power, mortgage, all, rent, light, Visa. Lolita sound like that Visa card maxed out. I'm playing. Power, rent, cell phone, car insurance, all bills, right? Okay, cool. So what I want everyone to do is whatever that bill is, right, that you picked on your sheet of paper, I want you to write down the amount of that bill. Okay. And I'm going to go through a trading plan with you guys today that I think is going to make the light bulb go off for everyone on this call. Okay. Now I'm going to do an example. Say 80,000 for Freeport Power. And y'all, Steven worked the Freeport Power. Okay. He worked there. So y'all attack him. No, I'm playing. I'm playing. I'm playing. Okay. So let's go ahead and this is going to be an example. All right. And what I will do for the team, y'all, is once we're done with the training today, I'm going to drop a blank one of these and I want y'all to do y'all own numbers. Okay. But we're going to use an example. We have time probably to do one or two today. All right. So let's dive into it. Y'all ready? If y'all ready, drop some sevens. Y'all ready? Drop some sevens in the chat. If y'all ready to see how this opportunity about to free you financially forever, drop some sevens. Because when you have a plan, guys, you have a clear target, right? If you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. So we're about to come up with a trading plan so this whole thing can make sense to you. All right, let's dive into it. Boom. Okay, let's dive into it. Now, this is an example. Okay, this is an example that I put together. Just I didn't have to put nobody business out there. But y'all gonna follow along, but y'all gonna do this for yourself. Okay? You can do it for yourself. And I'm gonna share a blank version of this as we go through. Y'all can see this little document, right? If you can, say yes in the chat, just so I can make sure before I start. Yes, cool. All right. So this document here is gonna create a trading plan for you to give you a blueprint, okay, when you're actually trading. Now, let's look at your expenses. So this is like, I'm gonna call this person, y'all give me a name for this person. We're gonna call this person Anna. I don't know why. Okay, this is Anna. Okay, so this is Anna's, expense income sheet for the month. Okay, we're gonna say Anna. We're gonna do this. Anna live in the Bahamas. Okay, so we're gonna say Anna's rent and utilities monthly is $1,000 a month. Okay, her groceries is about $300. Okay, Her car note is about $300. Her insurance is $150, right? Her expenses, her IM subscription, right? The Academy is $175 a month. That's what we all pay. Everyone on this call, let's be real, a lot of us have vices, right? Some of it, all it may be smoking, some it might be drinking, it might be partying, I don't know what that is, but let's say her vice is $250. Let's say she liked to drink, okay, $250. Entertainment, which is like food, eating out and stuff like that. Let's say $250 a month. A phone and Wi-Fi bill is $150, okay? And if anyone's willing and is cool being transparent, if you want to volunteer for the next example, we can literally use you, okay? So let's just say Anna, her subtotal, her expenses for the month, okay, is $25.75 a month, okay? After paying all her bills for the month, they add up to $25.75. Okay, let's say Anna makes $3,000 a month. Okay, let's say Anna makes $3,000 a month. That's about $750 a week. Okay, that's about $750 a week. All right, so her income from her job is $3,000 a month. That means, y'all, and this is the same position most of us are in. Now, the numbers might be slightly skewed, but this is literally what happens. She earns $3,000 a month from her job. Her bills are $25.75. That means every month she really has $425 for the month for herself after bills. Doesn't it sound familiar to a lot of us? Like, we working, but really ain't have much take home. Like, after paying bills, you basically don't have nothing. Right? You don't have a whole lot. And Monisha, you volunteer, so it'll be you, okay? This equals check to check. This equals being a part of the rat race. This equals always stressed out because you better hope your car don't break or something don't happen because you don't have a big pot to pull from if anything goes wrong. Does that make sense? You're literally working to pay bills. And y'all know I say it all the time. God didn't put us on this earth to pay bills and die. That was not the plan, okay? So what do we have to do? We got to come up with another plan, all right? So here's what happens next. Check this out. So let's just be real. You join IM Academy, okay? You're part of the Academy. You start to apply the stuff we talk about here today, okay? Now, let's say you decide to start trading, taking the signals, getting on Go Live, and you decide that, your goal is to eliminate your grocery bill. So that $300, she's like, okay, I want to pay for that with trading money. So that means what you do, how many trading days are there in a week, guys? Drop it in the chat. How many days do we trade in a week, give or take? Okay, about 5 days, right? Critique trading on weekends do, right? About 5 days. So let's just say 4 to 5 days, okay? 4 to 5 days. And I'm gonna take the lower day. I'm gonna take the fact that maybe you don't trade Monday. Maybe you don't trade Friday. You just trade in Tuesday, Wednesday, well, yeah, you trade Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or Monday through Thursday. Let's just do 4 days. So what you want to do, right? Actually, no, let's do 5 days because most of us trade 5 days. Let's keep it real. Let's do 5 days, okay? So $300, okay, divided by, that's $25, 25 days for the month, right? No, 20 days, because that's 5 days, 4 weeks, 20 days, okay? So you want to divide your bill that you want to eliminate divided by 20, okay? So that means that if her grocery bill, if she divides it by 20 trading days, she needs to make $15 per day. Do y'all follow me with that? If y'all follow me up to that point, drop a yes in the chat. Okay, drop a yes in the chat if that makes sense. Cool. Okay, so y'all think about it. When you break big goals down into smaller goals, you realize that they're actually doable. Who on this call thinks you can make $15 a day trading with this platform, using Go Live, using the signals that we send out? $15, not 1,500, 15, right? You just heard Helen made 24 in 3 minutes, okay? So that's an automatic, absolutely, I can do that, okay? $15 a day. So let's say Anna starts to hit a goal of $15 a day. Now guess what happens, y'all? Because she has a goal of 15 a day, if she starts trading, she goes on a session, She makes $15. Does she keep trading? Or does she walk away? If she hits her goal, she walks away. So now she have a clearly defined goal. Like, okay, my goal is 15. Once I got 15, I don't have to trade no more. You walk away. If you keep trading, guess what you're doing now? One of the things we said to avoid, you're being greedy. You're being greedy because you had already set your goal. You hit it, but you still want more. That's greed. Okay? Walk away. So let's say she makes her $15 a day. At the end of the month, she got her $300 accumulated in a trading account. She makes a $300 withdrawal. Okay? Y'all follow me? So guess what happens now? Everything in red means that bill is now eliminated from her expenses. So now she's no longer paying $300 out of her pocket, right? Because she's going to make that trading. Follow me? Now, car note, insurance. Sorry, this is the wrong one, actually. It's this one. Boom. Okay. So car note, insurance, she still got those bills. Now let's look at her IM subscription. It's in red. Here's why. Let's say she really plugs into what we have and she shares the information because she's getting duplicatable results and she's able to go 2 and free. If she goes 2 and free as a customer, does she still have to pay $175 a month? No. So she just eliminated her IM subscription membership. One less expense again. Okay. These 2 in red, y'all see what I have here? They're non-essential bills. You don't have to spend $250 on drinks or smokes. That's a choice. You don't have to eat out. If you want to plan to freedom, you got to do what? You got to sacrifice. So let's just say she's starting to shift her mindset because now she's focused on the goal. She understands she got to give up some stuff to go up. So she said, you know what? This month, my vice is eliminated. My entertainment, I'm eating it. I'm not eating out. So she removes everything in red. She removes as an expense. She eliminates it. So let's look. So now instead of it being $25.75 expenses, her expenses are now $1,000 plus $300 plus $150 plus $150. So her expenses is now $1,600 a month. Okay, y'all see how her expenses drop by like $975 based on decisions. One, she started trading because she's tapped into the platform. She started using what she's paying for and made $15 a day. She shared the information to go 2 and free. So she no longer has the subscription. Her expenses drop down to $1,600 a month. Now let's look at the income column. She still has a job, so she's still making that $3,000 a month. But now she's also making $300 because she met her trading goal. So her income now is now $3,300. So her income increased by $300, but her expenses decreased by $975. Look at what her net income is now. Now she has $1,700 left over because she made some different decisions, choices. Not because she gone and take up work overtime. Not because she made $1 million trading. She just made $15 a day, told 2 friends about this opportunity so her membership is free, and removed some non-essential things. Y'all following me? So she just went from only having $425, made some decisions. Now she has an extra $1,700 instead of $475. Who would agree that this extra money now could change the quality of your life? Who would agree? Or $15 a day. Y'all, we ain't talking nothing major or nothing crazy or nothing like, oh my God, so for you unreal. $15 a day. And a free membership because you shared it with 2. Your goal was, let me go 2 and free. Okay, $1,700 a month. Now let me show y'all what happens if some of you guys decide to not only be 2 and free, but you decide you gotta actually build a business. You don't have to be a master trader. Yes, we want trading profits and this is gonna grow. But let's say you go ahead and you grow the business and you do like Jerusha, okay? And you go ahead, watch this. Let's say now you're still making $15 a day. You still got that $300 withdrawal, right? But now you decide you want to be a business owner. You don't want to just be a customer and be to and free. You want to make residual. So here's what happens. When you decide you want to be a business owner, you're no longer to and free. Every business owner has to pay the $175. So look what happened, y'all. Her $175 comes back into her expenses. Okay, so now her subtotal went up $175 because now she's building the business. So instead of it being $1,600 as her expenses is now $1,775. Okay, now look at the income. She still got a job, $3,000. She's still making her $15 a day, which is $300. But let's say she's like Jerusha and she hit P1000, which means she's making $1,000 residual because she started to build a team and share the information. Look at her income now. Her expenses went up $175, but her income went up $1,000. Now her net income is $2,500 a month. So before, without building the business, her income was up $1,700, but she decided to share the information. Now she over $2,000, $2,500 is her net income. Who would agree that an extra $2,500 a month could help you out? And guys, what's going to end up happening, right, is you're going to keep following a trading plan like this until your net income, because look at this, y'all, her net income is almost as much as her what? Her job income. So let's just say, just hypothetically, let's just say instead of it being a $300 withdrawal, she starts withdrawing, let's say $800 a month, which is still $40 a day. Okay, let's say a couple months pass, you know, she's P1000 now, so she can put more money in her trading account. Now her goal is $40 a day. Okay, she wants to be able to knock out, let me just do $750 to make it make sense. Okay, $750. So now her grocery bill, her car note, and her car insurance, she want to pay all of them. She want all of them out. Okay, let's say she want to remove all of those. Okay, she making $750 now. Okay, let's say another $750. So let's just say $4,300 plus her plus no, I'm lying, $3,000 plus $750 plus her residual of $1,000. So now her subtotal is $4,750. Okay, minus $1,775. Let's say her net income becomes $2,975. Y'all realize something? Her income now, net, okay, is almost as much as her job. What's going to end up happening is she's going to keep growing. Her trading account withdrawals are going to keep going up as she gets more confident. Her rank in the company is going to keep growing as she starts to share this information more because she's getting more results. Eventually, her income, her net income is going to surpass her job income. And guess what's going to happen? She's going to quit. Freedom. Freedom. That's the goal. Does this make sense to anybody? So what I'm showing you right here isn't something like extravagant where you got to be making $100 a day, $4,000 a day. Now imagine some of our teammates who be making $4,000 a day, which we have. You know what their numbers are working out to be like? But for you right now, you just need a plan. And the easiest way to create a trading plan for yourself is to pick a bill that you hate paying, divide it by 20. That's your daily goal. That's what you need to make in the markets every day. Is this making sense? Okay, is this making sense? So let's do one more thing and then we out of here. So Monisha volunteered. So Mo, let's use Mo. Okay, she don't mind telling y'all her business, right? This is a no judgment zone. No, I'm playing Mo. I'm clowning. All right, come on. You can unmute yourself, okay? Unmute yourself just because it's easy for you to talk to me than for me to have to read it in the chat. And let's go through the numbers. So give me the numbers.
Rent and utilities is 1,000.
Okay.
Groceries 300.
Okay.
My car, that's what, 375.
Okay.
But this insurance, this is medical insurance or?
It's, I mean, it could be car insurance, but if you have medical insurance, that's expensive. So we can throw that in. Whatever you want. It could be all your insurances. I don't care.
$525.
Eesh. Okay. Your subscription is $175, right?
No, actually,
many
plus I
devices?
have the ECX. So I have two subscriptions.
So what's your total?
It's either 264 or 284.
Let's do 284 just for fun.
Yeah, I think it's the 284.
Okay, now you might not have a vice, or if you do, it might have to be smoking or drinking, but what is something that you spend on?
I actually only spend plenty money on food.
Okay, so that'll be like your entertainment kind of vice. So your vice is food. So what would you say
Yeah.
you spend roughly
On food,
a month on food outside of groceries, like eating out?
about $200 on a good day.
Got you. All right, so let's say 200. And then what about entertainment or anything like that? Like going out, or it could also be, y'all, these things don't have to be entertainment. It could be, I know you like in a sorority, so, or you might have student loans or like anything like that, any other expense that you pay monthly.
Well, I actually paid up all of my sorority bills. We had to pay those in full. My business,
Okay,
the dollhouse, that
okay.
is roughly about $700 a month for me to maintain that.
Jeez. All right, what about your phone bill and internet bill?
$40.
Okay, cool. Boom. So y'all, let's do the math. Okay, let's do the math. Now, if you have a business, you got to also have a business income, unless you ain't making nothing from that, but you got to include that with income. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's add this up. So that's 1,000 plus 300 plus 375 plus 525. Girl, Mo, you have plenty bills now. 284 plus 200 plus 700 plus 40. Okay. So your subtotal for your expenses is 3,424. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna do job, or we're gonna do business income. Okay. So if go ahead, what your job? What's your salary? If you don't mind sharing, but clearly you don't, because you
Monthly.
volunteer.
My monthly salary for one job is $2,800.
Okay. Now you including both jobs, or what you want to do?
No, that one is one job. This I took off from the other one right now.
Okay, cool. So 2,800. Okay, 2,800. And then what would you say from dollhouse? Like, what would be an income you could put there, just so we can really factor in what you know, whatever.
That one would be about $2,000.
Okay. Y'all Mo balling, so y'all better borrow something from any plan I'm playing. And Mo,
Listen,
you are P150 now, right?
Yes.
Y'all give it up for Mo. She's a secret agent. She ain't tell us she hit P150, but y'all drop some flames in the chat for Mo for knocking that P150 out. Okay, good stuff. Okay, so P150, that's $150 a month from our IM business. Okay, so let's go through this. Let's do the math. So that's 2,800 plus 2,000 plus 150. Okay, so that's 4,950 minus 3,424, which is 1,526. Okay, so check this out, y'all. So based on Mo's situation right now, like she said, her net income now is about $1,500, which is still pretty good, right? So $1,500. Now let's look at what this business could do for her. Actually, let's remove this first. Hold on, do I want to remove this yet? No, we'll keep it. Okay, so 1,526. So Mo, which one of your bills, or what would you want to like right now? If we were setting up your trading plan, what would you want to get rid of?
Insurance for sure.
Okay, insurance
and rent.
Okay, so let's do it. And I want it to be real. So insurance and rent.
Yeah,
I hate rent too. So like that's the bill I just want to get rid of it. Okay, so y'all, let's look at the math, right? So she wants to remove rent and she wants to remove insurance, which is $1,525. So that's her bill. So remember now, when we figure out the bill, what do we have to do? We divide it by 20 days, right? Right, 20 days. So that means trading. So let's do 1,525 divided by 20 days. She needs to make 76.25. Y'all, that's still very doable. That still ain't like rocket science to pay your rent and your insurance $1,500 a month. From trading, $76 still is doable, y'all, right? So let's just say $76. So let's say your trading withdrawal, okay, your trading withdrawal is $1,525, okay, $1,525. So let's go ahead and do the math. So if $3,424 was her expenses, and let's remove $1,525 because she's going to get that paid for. Her actual expenses is $1,899. Okay, her new expenses is $1,899. She's a business owner in IM, so she does pay her subscription. Okay, this can't get eliminated. So $1,899. Now let's look at the income. So now your job is $2,800. You're now making $1,525 from trading because you meet your goal every day. Okay, you're getting $150 from IM as a P1000, and you're still making like $2,000 a month from your business. So your income now has grown to $6,475. Let's subtract that from your expenses. Now, Mo, your income, your net income is about $4,576. From $1,500 to $4,500, that's a $3,000 increase because you start putting more money into your household through the skill. Does this make sense to you guys? Do y'all see how if you come up with a plan like this, you can really make this thing make sense for you and your family, right? And most of us, right? Most people, okay, we can literally set the goal and hit the target. Everyone on this call, just from Go Live, just from signals, could do $50, $75, $100 a day. Last week, the last 2 weeks, my goal was $100 a day, trading from the signals, not HFX, just trading from the signals. The first week, I surpassed that goal. This week, I almost surpassed it, but yesterday I did something I was supposed to do, and I lost $200. I would have been up $500 yesterday. I would have had a $500 withdrawal yesterday, but I had a $320-something withdrawal instead because of me. But it was from the same signals, and we lost a couple of trades this week. But the ones we won, because I was consistently taking the trades, I still ended up profitable. Okay, so guys, I want y'all to do this. I'm gonna drop, yes, Shan, I'm gonna drop a blank, basically, version of the chart where I'll move out all of these stuff here, right? So I'll leave the categories with no numbers, and you can feel free to change Vice to whatever it is you spend on. You just basically want to come up with what your expenses are and come up with what your current income is. Find out where you're at now. Then I want you to pick a bill, divide it by 20 days, come up with your trading goal, okay? And now your goal is to hit that goal every single day. Nakia, I don't even know how to use Excel. I ashamed to say that. That's why I use tables. I don't know how to use Excel. So maybe someone could help me out. Okay, Evie, Nakia, James, one of y'all hook me up. Okay, thank you, Nakia. I got you. I'm gonna send it over to you. I ain't shame. I don't know how to use Excel. Never did. Okay, I don't know how y'all just make the formulas. I don't know how to do it. Okay, so Nakia gonna hook me up with that. So we can send that out to the team and everyone just plug in your numbers and let it do the calculations. Okay. But guys, this is a plan. And if you use a plan like this, now you're setting yourself up to succeed rather than setting yourself up to fail. Because if you literally don't have a plan, you're trading with no intention. And when you trade with no intention, that means you just keep trading until all your money is gone. That's not what you're here for. Our goal here is to maximize profits and minimize loss. And I feel like by setting that goal and you have a daily target, now you can kind of have milestones to know if this is making sense or if you're making progress. Because if you set a $20 goal and you hitting it, you know it working. If you set a $20 goal and you're not hitting your goal, now you got to say, okay, I got to get educated on something because something I don't understand. And that's why we got these trainings. That's why we have the academy to provide understanding and clarity. All right. So if you guys got value from today, go ahead and drop some sevens in the chat. Right. About 67 of y'all stayed on to the end. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all gave me 2 hours of your life. Appreciate you. Okay. And we're going to close out the call with one thing. Let me find it. I see the 7s coming in. If you feel like you learned something today that you may know, maybe you were overthinking, maybe it gave you some type of clarity, drop some 9s in the chat. I want to make sure that this was valuable and, you feel like it was 2 hours, well spent. Okay, cool. Let me just pull up this video I want to end the call with. And we out of here, y'all. Okay, here we go. Hold on. Let me find it. Here we go. We'll end it with this. Y'all, 19 good on time. I mean, I'm literally 257, 253 to the T. I'm getting good at this time thing. Right, but here we go. Hang on, y'all. Let me share it. All right. Hold on. Share sound. Oh.
God said a man is as he thinketh. And since he created all of us in his image, we are how we think. If God said, let there be light, it was light. He gives you the same power. You can't make a world, but you can make your own world. Let me show you how this works. You wake up in the morning and you say, man, I don't feel myself today. I'm not a morning person. Forming negative. He steps to the front. He said, what did you say? The boss just woke up and said he's not a morning person and he ain't feeling himself. Let's get to work. The million factory workers start producing thoughts to justify what you just said. And your day starts tumbling into what you ordered. You could wake up in the morning and you say, you know what? Today is going to be a great day today. Thank you, Lord, for waking me up this morning. Forming positive turns around and goes, Steve's having a great day today. And man, let's get it going. And they start manufacturing thoughts. Same brain. That's how your mind works 24/7. It never turns off.
The mind is like a factory, and whatever you think about all day long pours ingredients into this mental factory. And that's what builds the economic, financial fabric of your life.
You have got to change the way you think. It is the whole determining factor of where you go in life.
As you think, so you become.
We are all where we are today because we thought ourselves to this position. If you don't like the position, think yourself out of it.
Every day, stand guard at the door of your mind. Don't let anybody just dump anything they want to in your mental factory, because you've got to live with the result.
You are where you are today because of what you've been saying about yourself. When you speak something out, you give life to what you're saying. Whether you realize it or not, you are prophesying your future. Your life will move in the direction of your words. But too many people go around prophesying just the opposite. I'll never get back in shape. Flu season is here, I always get it. They don't realize they are prophesying defeat. The scripture says we will eat the fruit of our words. My challenge is make sure you're planting the right kind of seeds. If you want oranges, you can't plant cactus seeds, mushroom seeds. You're going to reap fruit from the exact seeds that you've been sowing. You can't talk defeat and expect to have victory. If you have a poor mouth, you're going to have a poor life. Instead of saying, I'll never get out of debt. No, I will lend and not borrow. I'm coming into overflow, into more than enough. Blessings are chasing me down. New opportunities, new levels are in my future. You'll reap a harvest of good things. With our tongue, we can bless our life or we can curse our life. Every time you say, I never get any good breaks, you just cursed your life. Sometimes the enemy doesn't have to defeat us, we defeat ourselves. I had a classmate in high school that was always very negative. He would always say, I'm just getting old, fat, and bald. About 15 years later, I ran into him at the mall. He had prophesied his future. He looked old, fat, and bald. Don't speak that defeat over your life. Don't go around cursing your future. Start blessing your life. Start calling yourself healthy, talented, beautiful, young. Prophesy a long, productive life. Your words will become your reality. Your words can trip you. What you say can cause you to stumble. Negative thoughts come to us all. When you speak them out, you give them life. It's one thing to think that it's impossible, but when you start telling people it's impossible, it takes on a whole new meaning. In the tough times, you have to especially be on guard. It's very tempting to tell people how the loan didn't go through, how these people just didn't treat you right. That's not only going to make you more discouraged, but you're giving that problem more life. Turn it around. Don't talk about the problem, talk about the promise. The most important relationship you have is the relationship with yourself. And too many people don't like who they are. They relive their mistakes and failures. They wish they were different. Instead of accepting themselves as a masterpiece, they're critical toward themselves. If you don't get along with you, you're not going to get along with other people. You can't love others if you don't first love yourself. Be kind to you. Be merciful to you. Be loving to you. You're good to others. Why aren't you good to you? You compliment your coworker. When's the last time you complimented yourself? Start being good to you. That's not arrogant. That's loving yourself. Are you your enemy? Are you defeating yourself? Sabotaging your relationships? You have enough people and circumstances against you. Don't be against yourself. What you don't like about your looks. Why didn't I finish college? I lost my temper yesterday. Instead of focusing on what's wrong with you, start focusing on what's right with you. You've made mistakes. We all have. Dwelling on the negative doesn't help you to do better. The better you feel about yourself, the better you'll do. You can't give away what you don't have. If you're hard on yourself, you'll be hard on others. If you don't get along with you, how can you get along with your family? When you're kind to yourself, then you can be kind to others. It starts with you. You have to accept yourself while you're in the process of changing. You're not supposed to beat yourself up because you haven't arrived yet. You may not be where you want to be, but you're not where you used to be. You need to look back and thank God for how far He's already brought you. I'm okay with where I am while I'm on the way to where God is taking me. Life is too short to go through it against yourself. It's all in how we train ourselves. Some people are focused on their losses, their mistakes, the times they didn't measure up. The wrong images are always playing. Focus on the times you succeeded. You went the extra mile at work. You excelled in that presentation. You can't become who you're created to be if you're negative toward yourself. Circumstances may be against you.
If you're still trying to figure out how to start an online business or how to get people to actually buy from you over the internet, I have some.
People will come against you. The problem is if you are against you. Sometimes we're fighting who we are, trying to be like someone else. You have to accept who God has made you to be. When we compare, we can feel shortchanged. I'm not as talented as they are. Here's the key. God has given you what you need to fulfill your destiny. If you needed different gifts, different looks, different parents, it would have happened. You have to be comfortable in your own skin, comfortable in who God made you to be. You are equipped for your race. You weren't shortchanged. You're not at a disadvantage. You've been fearfully and wonderfully made. Be confident with your gifts. Let your personality shine. The enemy would love for you to go through life trying to be an imitation. No, be you. Nobody can do you like you can do you. You won't activate the favor. You won't see the abundance if you're trying to be something that you're not. I wonder if you're fighting what makes you unique. Quit wishing you were something different and step into who God made you to be. You have exactly what you need to fulfill your destiny. Don't go your whole life wishing you were something different, wishing you were like your neighbor. What you don't realize is half the time your neighbor is wishing they could be you. What would happen if you would start loving yourself, not beating yourself up for mistakes? Stay positive towards yourself. You wouldn't go up to that person sitting next to you, say, you sure don't look good today. Why are you criticizing yourself? You might as well look up and say, God, you didn't do a very good job on me. He doesn't make mistakes. You don't need another enemy. Be as good to yourself as you are to others. When you wake up in the morning, look in that mirror, instead of saying, oh man, I'm getting so old, it's all downhill from here, try a different approach. Good morning, you good-looking thing.
Awesome, 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 guys. I don't know about y'all, but that video, I felt like that was something everyone needed to hear, man. We got to love ourselves. We got to be good to ourselves, and there's no mistake in who we are, man, and everything we need to get everything we want, we possess. We just got to tap into it and activate it and know it, believe it, and start speaking it out of our mouth.
It doesn't make
So
sense.
I appreciate y'all for hopping on, man. I
something.
hope you got, value from this training. And tomorrow, part 2, I'm going to drop the video in the group. Part 2 tomorrow, same time, 1 to 3, right? I know some people will be coming home from church. Put your AirPods in and listen on the way home or play it in the car, right? But tomorrow we're going to talk about how you can actually maximize the business side of this opportunity. Because in order to grow those trading accounts, guys, you just need to, put the reps in, which is get educated, and then you need more capital in your trading account. And what we can do is show you how to use the business to earn some residual, to have capital to now put into your trading account, so y'all can start having those $500 days, $1,000 days, $10,000 days that I'm seeing and speaking into existence for the whole family. So I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all have a great one. Be blessed. If you do have any screenshots, tag me on the gram. But I will see y'all here tomorrow at 1 o'clock sharp again for part 2. All right. Y'all have a good one. Take care.